Hi guys, so today this is my summer favorites video, or basically what's in my makeup bag, summer edition. I know that it's August and it's towards the end of the summer, so let me know in the comments if you think that next year if I should do my summer favorites at the beginning of the summer or the end, or for like example, our next season is fall. Should I do my typical fall favorites video before fall gets started, maybe my favorites that I had last year, or should I do it once fall has already begun and I've tried out newer products from 2019? So yeah, just let me know in the comments and I will definitely take that into consideration. Okay, so the first item on my list in my bag is actually a lotion, so not really a beauty product, but it's a lotion. I got this in my July Ipsy last month and I really love it. It was my favorite item in my bag. It's called Hemp's. And the scent is sweet pineapple and honey melon. I love this stuff so much, and I typically don't really like to use lotion. I usually like to use like a body butter, something that's kind of thicker and not very perfumed, but I really do love this scent. I think it is absolutely perfect. What I usually do is, like, before I leave the house, I squirt a little bit and put it in the inside of my elbows, you know, because it's a pulse point. Yeah, kind of like use the excess on my hands to wipe down my carotid arteries, and then here on my wrist, so that, you know, I can have that scent. So rather than using a perfume, I use the moisturizer, and people tell me that I smell like tropical drinks or something like that, and I love that scent. So that's perfect. I'm definitely going to buy more of that next summer whenever I run out of this. Okay, so into my makeup bag, I'm going to show you all the products in the order that I use them. So the first product is by NYX. It is a primer, the Photo Loving Primer by NYX. It was I think it was $4. And before I had started BoxyCharm 2 years ago, I had never used primers or setting sprays of any type. I thought that, I don't know, I think I thought it was like kind of like a gimmick. Like, I didn't really think that they would actually work, like prolong your makeup and help it go on better. But once I got BoxyCharm and started getting them in there, and it was like kind of basically getting to try it out for free, then I was like, oh wow, this actually really does work. It is worth it. So I had been getting high-end primers and setting sprays and stuff through BoxyCharm for the past 2 years. I had just recently canceled BoxyCharm a couple of months ago because I was like, okay, I don't need to spend $20 a month, because it's like I'm getting too much makeup where I'm not going through it. It's going to just get expired. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there, but basically I wanted to explain to you that I have tried my share of expensive primers, and this one is definitely at least one of my favorites, and it's by NYX, and it's only $4. These high-end primers are a lot of times about $38, so it's like I'm saving $35 by getting this instead, and I think it works just as good. So yeah, I highly recommend that. The next thing that I put on my face is foundation, kind of like a full coverage foundation by L'Oreal Paris. It is called Infallible Total Cover. I use the shade 303 Nude Beige. This is only $12, and I think it is just as good, maybe even better than the Tarte Full Coverage Amazonian Clay Foundation, which is $38. So with this, I save about 20 something dollars. And yeah, I highly recommend it. I think it's absolutely perfect, and it doesn't break me out. Neither does the primer. Okay, so the next thing that I do, it's relatively new for my routine, because like I said, I never used a setting powder at all before. But whenever I first, I've been using the setting spray from BoxyCharm, but I just ran out of that. So I looked through like different samples I had. And I had some Bare Minerals Mineral Veil sample, and I don't know if that's meant to be used as a setting powder, but it works amazing as a setting powder. I like it even better than what I was using. So okay, so I use this. I'm gonna get the full size whenever I run out of this, because it is hard to use whenever it's in such a tiny container, but whenever I'm gonna get the full size, and it'll be a lot easier. So it's SPF 25. It's called the Mineral Veil. I believe it's the same shade for everybody because it's translucent. I use a large powder brush. This one is by Real Techniques 201. Swirl it around in there, dust it all over. I will say that, like, on your eyebrows, if you have dark eyebrows like me, you're going to want to go over with like a wet wipe or your like a washcloth. I always keep a wet washcloth nearby when I'm doing my makeup so that I can like wipe my hands off so I don't get my makeup all gross. And then also so I can wipe my eyebrows down because I have black eyebrows, and you know, sometimes eyeshadows and different things will get caught in them and make them look powdery, yucky. So yeah, this is fantastic. I'm not exactly sure how much it costs because this was a sample, but it is amazing. It really blurs imperfections. Does a fantastic job like I've never seen anywhere else. So that I will definitely be getting again. The next thing that I do is contour. I have been using this for like 6 months now, and it's really good. I highly recommend it. Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. Now, I don't think this is like the world's greatest bronzer. Sometimes it can be a little patchy. So I am open to trying new bronzers. This isn't one that like you know, like some of these other things I'm like, oh, these are holy grail. But this, I mean, it's fine. It's fine, but I am open to trying some more bronzers. So if you have any suggestions for me, especially if they're drugstore, please let me know in the comments below. So what I do is I take this angled brush by Luxie that I got in my December BoxyCharm. This one is the 680 Pro Precision Face. And then like I tap it in there, tap it along my cheeks here, like the hollows. Then I flip it, so I do it with the kind of the flat end, and then I take like the thin end, there, that crest there, dip it in again. I go down the sides of my nose, because I have kind of a bulbous nose, go underneath, and then underneath my lips to give them more dimension. And a lot of times I go underneath my collarbones like this too. So this brush is perfect for that. So this is another important tool that I have in my makeup bag. And then what I do is eyebrows. So my eyebrows, thankfully I was blessed with thick eyebrows. Being Mediterranean, that was not always a pro. It was definitely a con, especially in the 90s and 2000s whenever I was growing up. But thankfully they're back in style. So wait, this isn't my eyebrow pencil. But so I don't do much. All that I do really to fill in my eyebrows is I trace like a flat line along the bottom so that they line up together, because sometimes it can be a little patchy under here because I overplucked them so much in the early 2000s that some of them didn't want to grow back. So I make a little line there, and then I turn it over and use a spoolie to fill it out. And the one that I'm using right now is fine. I'm not exactly looking for another one. It works just fine. Where'd that go? But it's by Maybelline. And yeah, it works. It does what it's supposed to do. I can't find it right now. I'm so sorry, but it's by Maybelline. And so then the next thing that I do is I fill in my waterline with this is great. This is by Rimmel London, and it says Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer. Basically, I needed a new eyeliner, and I wanted to make sure that it had really high reviews and that it was really well liked. So I went onto Amazon and looked up whatever had the best reviews. This was one of them, and it was only a few dollars, like I think like $4, somewhere between $4 and $8. It's got a little smudger on the end, but I don't use that. And it's a nice gel. That's what I like to use in my waterline. I don't like to use the pencils. Obviously don't like to use liquid in the waterline. This is absolutely perfect. I love this. I love this more than the Butter London Union Jack black one that I used to have, that I used to rave about. That was like $18. This, you save $10 to $15 by buying this. Although it is not cruelty free, so I do take issue with that. So if you know of a good dupe that is cruelty free for the Maybelline Exaggerate. Oh wait, no, this isn't Maybelline. This is Rimmel London. I'll have to look this one up. My eyebrow pencil is by Maybelline, so I am looking for a dupe for that. Or really any eyebrow pencil. I haven't really been disappointed by an eyebrow pencil before, so just let me know what you like to use on your brows. So yeah, I highly recommend this. I do need to check if Rimmel London is cruelty free. If you know, let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate that. So then after I fill in my water lines, I go under my lash line with this. It is by Butter London, and this was, they were having a sale, and this was only $8. Normally it's like $28 or like somewhere in the 20s. And the shade I got is Indigo Punk. So I love purple, especially since I have brown eyes. Purple really brings that out. And so I just trace along underneath there, so it like really deepens my eyes, gives me a more smoky look, and there's like that tiny pop of color that's not overbearing. It's definitely wearable. The thing is, I didn't buy this for that. I actually bought this to fill in my water lines because I love the way that looks when people have colored liner in their water lines. But for some reason, this kept leaving a waxy coating like that. I guess it would get caught on my contacts and it was blurry. And I tried it several times and there was no other new product that I had tried. It was this only. So after I stopped putting it on, then I haven't had that problem since. So yeah, if you have contacts especially, you don't want to use this in your waterline, which is really weird because I had the same one but just in a different shade, Union Jack Black, and that was like my holy grail eyeliner for my waterlines. So yeah, weird that it didn't work out that way, but I'm still getting my good use out of it, putting it underneath there. It stays put, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't run, and I think it looks really good. So I love that. I've been doing that all summer. So then the next thing I do is eyeshadow. And for the summer, I've been using the Pure Festival palette. And everybody always complains when you get a Pure palette in BoxyCharm. We got this in April, and people always complain about Pure, but I actually think it's really good quality. It's really buttery. It blends out very well. This is a mess right now, but I'm going to show you. So it's got these real fun summery colors. Reminds me of like a sunset, and yeah, it's got like these festival-y, fireworky type stuff, but it's also got plenty of neutrals too. You know, so you don't have to have it an extremely loud look. Like right now I'm wearing a very neutral look. Just like this one is my favorite shade to use. And it also has like a vanilla scent. The whole thing smells kind of vanilla-y. But I use this one like to smudge in there, whatever. I've been wearing my makeup pretty much all day, so like if it doesn't look great right now, that's why. And then I like to use one of these shades over my lid, and then this one as a highlight. Both brow bone highlight and inner corner highlight. And on days that I want to have more fun, then I'll put a pop of purple or pink. But these are a mess. I don't recommend that anybody use those two. They're really pretty in the picture, but like in the palette to look at, but they're an absolute mess to use. So yeah, I don't recommend that. I have even used this shade here, Free Spirit, as a highlight, just like I would put it on here around and on my nose, on my cupid's bow, on my collarbones. I've used that and I really love that too. But my go-to highlighter right now is by Artist Couture, and I got this also in my April BoxyCharm. The April BoxyCharm was so good. A lot of people were complaining about it, but I absolutely loved mine that I got. So this is their Diamond Glow Powder in Purple Dream. So it was a variation. Some people got a different color, but I was so happy that I got this. I'm gonna just swatch it for you guys real quick because I have it on my face right now, but I've been wearing it all day, so it's, you know, it's not gonna show up very well. So I'll swatch it on my hand. Oh, I have a bruise on my hand. I didn't even know that. So, oh wait, it's probably not gonna want to show up in a video. Huh. There we go. You can see it on top of my bruise. It's making my bruise stand out. That's why a lot of people don't like highlights though, because it seems like sometimes they can kind of draw attention to things like imperfections. And here, I'll put it on my face. There we go. Put some more on there. I love this because it has like a shade shifting effect. It's like purple, pink, and peach. I love it so much. So I usually don't put it on with my fingers though. Like, and then sometimes I do my brow bones and inner corners with it too. So anyway, I love this powder. I think it's really unique and beautiful. I love things to be a little unique and have a little bit of an otherworldly look. So to put on my highlighter, I usually use this brush right here, which is by Luxie. And it is a tapered highlighter. I believe I also got this in my December BoxyCharm. And then, oh, I forgot to show you which shadow brushes I use. Okay, so for whenever I've been putting on my shadows, I have been using I think these are all by Boxy, that I got all of these from BoxyCharm. Okay, so the first thing I do is I use this one for shading. This is by Royal & Langnickel, and it is the crease brush, 430 crease brush. Love this brush. It's one of my favorite brushes ever, and I've had it for like 2 years. Still haven't found one that I like as much as that one. This is the one that I use to blend out at the end. This is by Luxie. I got it in my BoxyCharm. Oh no, This isn't by Luxie, this is by Alamar, but I did get it in my BoxyCharm. For my lids, I like to use this one, super pretty, by Luxie. It's called the Large Shader Brush. It's got that sunset look. This was my April one. This also came in the same box that this came in, and the Diamond Glow Powder. So a lot of this stuff in my bag right now is stuff that I got in my April BoxyCharm. And then, excuse me. And then for the highlight, I try, if I want to get it really intense, I just use my own finger. But for like my brow bone and to get that like precision, I use this brush. I've had this forever. I got it from like a Sephora. It's by Urban Decay. It's a 24/7 blending brush. And I just trace along there to put it in. And sometimes I use it too for the highlight there on my Cupid's bow. So those are the brushes that I use. And then after I get my eyeshadow all set the way that I want it, then I do my liquid liner. I do liquid liner on top. And where'd that go? I probably should have prepared for this video a little better. Here we go. So this is by Butter London. It is the Glaze and Lustrous Liner. Although I would prefer matte, I'm using this up first because matte looks like darker. I am getting a matte liquid liner in my Ipsy bag this month. At the end of this week, I'm really excited to try that out, and hopefully I'll like that. But this is expensive. It's like 20 something from Butter London. I got this in my September BoxyCharm last year, this is way too long. You're not supposed to be, don't be like me. Don't use liquid liner for this long. You're not supposed to do that. But I really like it. I didn't want to throw it away. I just hate that they expire so quickly, you know, before you really get a chance to use it all. But I love the brush from this. I love the formula. It doesn't budge. There have been times, this is embarrassing to say, but a couple of times that I fell asleep without taking my makeup off and I forgot. And this was still on there as if I had just put it on. It looked great. So yeah, I highly recommend this product. And I would honestly spend the money and buy it again if they had a matte version of this, but they don't for some reason. Hopefully I'll love the matte liquid liner that I'm getting my Ipsy this month, and then that'll be my replacement. Hopefully. I'm looking for my holy grail. So then I do, I curl my lashes. It makes a big difference. A lot of people don't know that. It does make a difference, I have found. This I got from a drugstore. It was just a couple of dollars. I don't even remember what brand it is, and it doesn't say on there. So probably just like a generic brand. Then I do my mascara. This summer my mascara has been Unlashed by Wander Beauty. I got this in my March BoxyCharm, and it has nice formula, and I love the wand. Works so good. In fact, like after I run out of this, I may take out the wand and use it in whatever my next mascara is. That's like a dupe that if you really love a mascara, but you're gonna get a different mascara, you try a different mascara and you don't really like that wand, you can screw them on there and do that. So yeah, I really like this formula. I have like really short, thin lashes for some reason. I don't know why. Doesn't make sense, but this does a really good job of like darkening them up, separating them, and fanning them out, which I really like. So there's that. That's like really expensive too, but I can't remember exactly how much it is. Again, I got it in BoxyCharm. So if you haven't tried BoxyCharm yet, I really recommend that you do. It is a great way to learn about makeup and to build up your collection. I may subscribe again to it later. Right now I'm doing Ipsy, which is half the price. And I mean, yeah, obviously you're getting smaller stuff, but at least you can go through it. So yeah, I'm gonna do a video about that this weekend too, unboxing my Ipsy bag, my Universal Yums bag, box, and my Owl Crate box. I have a lot of unboxings coming up this week. So then after I do the mascara, then I just do lips. That's the only thing that's left. I have a few different lip products to show you guys that I like to use in the summer. Basically, my favorite, my go-to, has been these by Grande Cosmetics. They're the Grande Lips Moisturizing Lip Plumpers. I use this one for like a nude look, although it's a little too light for me. sometimes it can make my lips look like they've disappeared. Like I wore this in my last video, I think, and I looked back at it and I was like, oh man, it looks like my lips disappeared. So this one's mauve, spicy mauve, and I really like it, but again, sometimes on camera it can make your lips disappear. The other one I like, for a more spicy look, is, I believe it's called Cranberry. These were from the holiday collection. I got these on clearance because they were designed for like the Thanksgiving and Christmas time ornament sets, whatever, that they were selling. So it was on clearance. But yeah, I love both of those. And then I also have this clear one that came in the set. This is great for if you want to wear a different shade of lipstick, but you want to kind of like moisturize and plump your lips beforehand. This is great for that, so that, you know, you're not mixing colors or anything like that. So that's what I use this for. I have some colors that are more summery that I would say. So this thing I want to show you, I love this color. It's called Hell Boar by MAC. I'm going to show you real quick. Absolutely love that color. I think it's perfect for me. I love the formula. The thing that sucks about this is the way that it goes on. I think this would work if you had nice, plump, beautiful lips. I don't. Mine are very thin. So it's like trying to trace it. It just, like, if you don't have much of vermilion border, then this is a pain in the butt to get on. It's so hard. It has a nice smell too. I want to love this, but I can't. So I think it smells like chocolate or vanilla or something like that. So yeah, I need to find something in this color from a different company. I think that maybe Notoriously Morbid. This looks kind of like Bitchcraft, or I don't know. I'll have to find something that's closer to this to replace it, because like it looks so feathery around the edges. I hate that. It's the Lip Tensity version is what it's called. So yeah, so that's all that I have in here for you guys today. That's the end of my video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.